What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is Blaze again with King's Critiques for Call of the Night. And, well, I don't remember exactly what happened in the last one, so hopefully we get a recap, because I recorded the last one forever ago. But I'm gonna try to finish what I can of the series, So, be wearing this the whole time regardless. And that said, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, ring bell, let things run through the limit of the watch time because it's highly appreciated. And let's get to it. Alright, and that was a thing too. Getting hammered. How do vampires get drunk? Yeah, right, because that's gonna go well. Two random dudes who don't know what they're getting into. Yeah, that's closer to what I meant considering how the rules work in this show. Because, yeah, they can't get drunk, so works for them. Right. This was a flashback and kind of toward a borderline gay story between these two, which I'm here for. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out with that way, and probably why Kabura hates Nazuna. Oh, back to the present. Okay. That, yeah, is a good question, considering, is it her, is it not her? Is it her twin, and that's why she has a love-hate relationship with Nazuna? Nazuna? I think it's an E. I think it's Nazuna. Again, it's been a while. Oh, it is an A. Okay, nope, got it. Not twin. Kid. Wait, if she's a vampire, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that kind of builds more towards it. That's quite the reaction. Okay, but like, is that a valid crash out? I don't think that's a valid crash out. Yeah, that, basically. I already kind of assumed that from the minute she sat down. So should she have, honestly. A third spit take. Also that, yeah. A third spit take. Editing me, sorry. Yeah, and that's kind of what I said too. But, guess these things happen. So, TLDR, she was in love with her, and now she's crashing out that she found a man, which, again, is kind of valid, I suppose. But, yeah, being gaslit into being a vampire and then, have that happen, I could understand where she's pissed, honestly. And leaving a letter to ask a favor of her, and like probably leaving the hospital and all that jazz. Well, if it's the obvious, very interestingly, I guess. Oh, okay. Like, did the thing happen where if she doesn't turn the human that she falls in love with fast enough, they get her? Is that what ended up happening? I'm assuming that's what ended up happening, why this is a thing. Because she said she didn't have the time to find any of this information out, and that's why she burdened her with this. That makes sense. And is Nazuna gonna find out and get pissed off and ask those three what the hell is up with that? The audacity to put it that way, by the way. Those doors need some WD-40. Also like how she was going to and bitching the whole time coming up, even though she's still going up. She had the thought she might, end its life, and it's like, yeah, you could, but where's the fun in that? Well, fun is an interesting concept. Also, pretty old for, that. How long after did she receive that letter? How fast do vampires grow? Like, damn. That's quite the interesting reaction to have seeing her for the first time. Probably because of how close she looked to the other one. So, okay. No, I still have the question of how the timeline in that works. Like, if the mother never saw her, does that mean she was birthed just recently and had accelerated growth rate? Because, I mean, I guess that could technically be a thing. Or did the father just have her for just so long and, you know, maybe after he didn't want to take care of her anymore or something, he dropped the letter off and that. Hopefully she explains that further, because I left to assume one thing, and yeah, that is correct. And I love how Nazuna's not even calling her out on any of that, because it, like, does seem extremely logical and well thought out, especially since taking a sip of that blood gave her a lot of the memories in the first place that could be given. So, other than the rest that happened afterward as exposition, why would she have reason to deny it after the info that she did have? Okay, so that's some explanation as far as her age when she met. Well, they met, I guess, is the proper way to put that. But sure. Okay, so I'm guessing yes, it was just fast age acceleration or something, because the way the letter was written was kind of a hey, don't be surprised when you see her kind of situation. And yes, I did birth her, but that was not what I thought she meant. I didn't think, fucking Benjamin Button came out. Oh, that's not what I thought that said. My continuation actually was just to add on the thought of don't at me in the comments if I was wrong about what I just said. Mainly because I don't remember what I just said, even though I said it like 5 seconds ago. That's life. There we go. That's the full explanation. Got it, got it. And that explains the hate she has for her as well. Rude, understandable, but rude. Well, because in a way, she's your mother figure, and it's probably that resentment why you just, instinctually feel annoyed. At least that's the only way I could assume that goes. Unless they had some sort of other falling out right before they separated. And now she's questioning on if she did a good job with Nazuna, and questioning if the memories she saw were even real. It's like, I don't know, they're trying to point us in an off direction on if this is actually Nazuna's backstory, and like a majority of the truth of what happened with Kabura. Because it does make a lot of sense, but how accurate is it? Yeah, even he's calling her out. Yeah, Code's reaction to that is probably not far off, because as much as she says she dislikes her, that's probably more forced. Because remember, I mentioned it was kind of a love-hate thing it seems like she has. It's probably not wrong, but the hate is probably just a lot of forced. Because she resents what happened with her mother because she fell in love with a human, but in a weird way, isn't it kind of like how surrogacy works? Though, granted, that would have probably ended up being a smarter decision than how it actually went down. Because, like, if she was actually in love with Kabura, then she could have just, like, met the guy, had the kid, and, like, I don't know, worked it out with the people, the council, or wherever the fuck, to, like, not take her out, but maybe him, and that kind of. Yeah, that's probably not wrong. And she probably also does think more of what I said earlier, of that irritation isn't just, like, towards specifically the end of hate. The surprise that she's still alive? Maybe. Because in that instance, she probably, if, Nazuna was an actual infant, you never know. Thanks for the story recap after we literally just heard the part of her being born as a vampire. I mean, at least it's daytime. I think. Maybe. Probably not. She can only go out at night. But she did say that she was going to come by again just to piss her off. What's the big deal? I hate your face because I love your face, but I hate your face. Why do they need to be in costume to talk? just in case one of the higher-ups pops in. And now she's starting to realize how awkward she's always been with her, too. Uh? Okay, maybe I wasn't wrong about what I said in the first place. I mean, it's not her blood. How did... Sure, you know what? That's probably not at all what Kabura had in mind, but sure, why not? Just going completely limp in her arms. And let me guess, Kabura's gonna know who she is. Not that she mentioned, but you never know. She's there. Oh, but Kabura already cleaned it out. So, at least Kabura managed to clean out the spot and escape before, yeah, wow. Her name was literally just on screen in RE4 Roar. But seems like she's safe. Nazuna knows more about her own past and her mother and Kabura's weird love-hate relationship and the reasoning behind it now. Excuse me if you heard that. But they also have the secret of the detective to delve more into now. Like, what did exactly happen to her? One would think that something similar, maybe. If she fell in love with a vampire and, you know, something happened to that vampire and they got before they had the chance to do anything. You know, maybe a vampire offed her family. You know, something simple like that. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. You can let me know your opinions in the comment section down below, as well as, of course, about any other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Hit the like button, subscribe, subscribe to the other channels in the description, ring the bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, and Blue Sky. Keep updated with things, TikTok, Patreon, where you get the full unedited versions of these things. And go follow Twitch, subscribe for benefits, can do so Twitch Prime for free, helps out immensely, and I will go back to streaming eventually. I know I've been bad about it, but I've been doing a lot of this stuff and the gacha stuff, and it's just been a time. But till next time, Ben the Blazer King with King's Critique, out. Ta for now. Peace.